The Woman That Gave Mac Its Smile, Susan Kare by Brenna Dwyer. Susan Kare is a San Francisco-based designer responsible for thousands of notable software icons. She is most well known for specializing in computer iconography and fonts. Kare was born in Ithaca, New York, and attended Mount Holyoke College. In 1975, she earned her Bachelor's of Honors, summa cum laude in art, and in 1978, she was awarded the Doctor of Philosophy from New York University. After her education, she relocated to San Francisco and worked shortly for the Museum of Modern Art. She decided that she was on the wrong side of the creative equation and soon after quit to start a design job at Apple offered to her by an old high school friend. Her goal was to create easily identifiable icons for technologically challenged users. In 1982, Kare became the sole creator of screen graphics in the original Macintosh group. Kare is responsible for the welcoming, friendly look of the original Mac computer that all newer Mac computers emulate. She is known as the designer who gave Macintosh a smile. Kare has mentioned that she even sneaks hidden characters into her fonts. A random key sequence will reveal a surprise, which could be anything from a bird to a flower. Kare believes that good icons are efficient like road signs, rather than mere illustrations. They are easily comprehensible and keep the users from getting confused by extraneous details. Some will argue her greatest creation as a designer was the Happy Mac, the iconic computer monitor with a smile that would greet users when their Mac had successfully loaded up. In contrast, a distraught Mac would pop up if the computer had experienced an error while loading up. Another fan favorite is Claris the Dog Cow, used in the Sierra font that Susan also designed for Apple. Plenty of her icons are still used by Apple to this day, such as the lasso tool, the paint bucket, the grabber tool, and even the command key icon. In 1986, after completing her tenure with Apple, she joined Steve Jobs at Next Computer as a designer. At Next, Kare had the opportunity to work with clients like Microsoft and IBM. IBM sought her icon designing expertise for their interface to continue iconography to the notchless file manager. For Microsoft, Kare managed the card deck for the classic solitaire game project and designed multiple icons for Windows 3.0. In a speech, Susan reflected on this project as one of her favorites. She goes on to say she was excited because it was her first time designing with color. Much later in 2007, Facebook reached out to Susan and requested her to design the new virtual gift icon and the gifts themselves. Some of the icons displayed in the gift section are even featured in Mac OS X. Each gift costs $1, and every day at midnight for about 4 years, a new gift design would be released. Since 2015, Kare has worked at Pinterest as a creative director. She is the designer responsible for a large amount of the icons on the Pinterest app right now. In my opinion, Pinterest is where Susan was able to reach her full potential. Even Susan refers to Pinterest as the home of inspiration. The limitations of technology during her time designing for Apple forced Kare to create jagged, boxy icons. Although these icons worked well for the time and are still friendly to look at, the fluidity, balance, and simplicity of Pinterest icons are nothing less than perfect. Susan's minimalist, straight-to-the-point iconography served well for the Pinterest brand. Her fun, bubbly style represents the creative feeling that Pinterest conveys. My two favorite Susan Kare designs come from the Pinterest app. The save icon, or the pin, is my favorite of her designs. The push pin icon translates the save feature extremely well, especially when you think of the common saying, put a pin in it. I think it's super creative and on theme with Pinterest. The actual design itself is very simple, and she uses basic shapes to her advantage. When this icon is in use, it's normally very small, so the simpler it is, the better it will translate. Another one of my favorites is the loading icon on Pinterest, a spinning button. Once again, not only is this icon simple, only composed of 5 circles, it's fun and contributes to the creative, inspiring feel of Pinterest. Susan Kare is extremely good at correlating animals, symbols, and objects with commands and breaking things down into simple shapes. In all of Susan Kare's work, we can see a common theme: simplicity. She is admired for her ability to take something complex and make it simple so that it communicates its intention properly. This is why I chose her for this assignment. I love her use of animals and silly characters, but she's able to have fun with her designs because of expertise of simplification. I can also always appreciate a pioneering woman. Susan Kare now owns a website called careprints.com, where you can view her past projects or purchase prints. You are even able to find her designs on stationery and notebooks at the Museum of Modern Art store in New York City.